tell us what has been happening and what has been your role?
So actually, what has been happening in Bor, something that we can see, Medan what we call Freedom Square is flooded, and maybe half of the town is also taken by water. So that is actually the water flush from the Nile.
And what would you like to tell South Sudanese about what is happening in Jonglei State?
Actually, what is happening here is an example of what we find most of the seasons, but for this year it's an outlier. And I want our people to learn from this crisis because we got early warning as soon as early as late April and early May that there's going to be a high flooding, and this actually is what has happened. So next time I hope we'll be in readiness in areas that are going to be affected by the flood, like Bor Town. So we need to be ready, and this is what has just happened.
And what is the impact of the floods that you have been seeing? What would you like to change?
Massive displacement of the population, destruction to the property, and also human life and animals are affected, and especially people down north are going to suffer more than the people to the south of this town.
And what needs to be done to wake up the spirit of this city where you were mayor? If you can jettison back to the days when you were mayor of this town, what is one thing that is missing right now?
Actually, what is missing right now is the fact that we as the people, some people are thinking that they should migrate, other than having a mentality to defend the city. So we want the citizen and want to commend the efforts of the youth and the leadership of the town that they've combined their hands. Very few people are working on the dike, and we want the citizen to work and make sure that they defend their city, because this is a natural disaster. It can only be averted by human effort. And also, our government also needs to come in and help in addressing the humanitarian crisis, because what is happening here is a humanitarian disaster, and we need our government, our partners, to come over and help the people of Bor and people of Greater Jonglei to recover from this devastation.
Honorable Engineer Nyamajamia, thanks for coming to the program.
Thank you very much.
Is Mr. El Deng Kudum, who is a former Miss South Sudan contestant or winner, and also a philanthropist, someone who cares about what has been going on in the community. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So you came yesterday and your goal was to come and see for yourself what has been happening. What can you tell us about the situation in Jonglei State?
I'm so emotional right now because what I'm seeing is really disaster. Elder people are just everywhere. There's a lot of water. The houses have been destroyed, demolished by rain, and there's no place, no food, basic need. And as you can see now, there's still more water, even where we're standing.
You have been able to speak to some of these displaced people. What are you hearing? What are they telling you?
The major concern, most of the people, they think that Bor Town is much better than these areas. Like people of Matiam today, I talked to them, and they were expecting Mading is dry place, and they don't even have food. Most of these people, they even cry like, some of them, they don't even know where their feet are, and they don't have shelter. There's no food, there's no clothes, there's no blanket, there's nothing.
And those stories have been moving you. You have donated a pool to these displaced people. Why did you do that?
I feel it's my duty as a citizen of South Sudan and the daughter of Jonglei State. And I'm calling out for all the Jonglei people and our government also. This is a national disaster. It's not only something that we should just smile at it. And I'm calling also the concerned NGOs to come in and help people of Jonglei State to evacuate the people who are displaced by the flood to grounded place.
And on your social media, you have been doing fundraising. What would you like to be done right now in the community?
The community has to support the youth. We're actually controlling the flooding of the rain. But there's no, as you can see, like it has been a week now, and not much support. There's no food, and also we need the government also to give them the support. This is the time for emotional support, and that's why some of us made it here. Like, it was just sit and just wait. Something needs to be done.
And be